Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, going to be doing some more Black Ops 1, this time doing some TDM Deathmatch on Summit, and using the Mac 11, which is not really a favorite gun with people that play Black Ops 1. I really do feel that this is a underrated gun. People seem to dislike it a lot when they play Black Ops 1. I don't think you played it enough to really.
No, I really didn't. And
Yeah, this gun is definitely not that bad. The thing that really hurts it though is, it has a high rate of fire and by standard only 20 rounds in the mag, which those two things don't go well together at all.
No.
But, you can get extended mags, get 30 rounds. I'm using Warlord Pro, so I have a suppressor and extended mags. And it's really not a bad gun. It has very little recoil, a very high rate of fire, which is, a good thing. Damn you, Semtex. But yeah, the gun is not that bad. It seriously isn't. I can use this very effectively, although I didn't really show it at the beginning of this game. I do get all my kill streaks later on. So, hey, you can be happy about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and move right on to the questions. If you want us to answer your question, leave a question down below in the comments. We'll try to answer it in a future voiceover. This one is asked by Robot Killboy. I totally read that as Robert. Do you think more games are becoming casual now? I went back to CS 1.6, and it was a really high skill level. What do you think? I'm just going to go ahead and immediately say yes. And a lot of that is almost completely unavoidable just because, the gaming market is a lot bigger now. It's more saturated. They want to broaden how many... Oh, that was such a bad situation.
Wow. What?
Probably should have turned the corner with my gun out, not a claymore. Yeah, long story short, they definitely are. And it's kind of unavoidable because, the gaming market has become a lot bigger. Definitely a lot bigger now. And they need to appeal to everyone. And not everyone is going to be a competitive gamer. I definitely am. But there are going to be those casual gamers out there, and as long as those exist, you're going to see franchises like Call of Duty get bigger and bigger. Because let's just be honest, Call of Duty is a casual franchise.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to end up on a rant here. I can't stand the fact that, this is something that was brought up in another video that I saw somewhere about how people will play casual games, and then they'll go ahead and criticize people who... actually do enjoy video games. And you see someone like me, you see me sitting on the bus playing a 3DS. I'm 26 years old and I still play games. They're probably going to think I'm a nobody, I'm a loser, I have no life. Partially true. But if I saw an old lady on the train, we were on the Max one day, and she was sitting there playing Candy Crush on her phone, and it's this isn't a game.
There was a really good picture I saw. It showed some, 7-year-old girl playing on her Game Boy Advance, and then it showed this probably 55-year-old guy playing pinball right next to her. What's the difference?
There isn't a difference.
All it is a generational thing, and as the older people slowly die off, video games are going to be basically the next movies that everyone enjoys. So, that's just gonna go. That's how that's gonna go. That was really hard for me to say for some reason. But no, I usually never pay any attention to it because stereotypes don't really reign true. I mean, here I am sitting here playing video games quite frequently and getting paid to play video games, which is pretty awesome and everything.
Yeah.
I never followed that stereotype. I did one of two things when I got out of school when I was a kid. I would either A, which is what I would do more often, go to sports practice, because, I did cross-country, basketball, baseball, and then a ton of other things outside of school team sports, like, say, snowboarding. I did stuff like that all the time. And if you knew me in high school, this is probably not a job that you assumed I would have. You probably would assume my job would be a little bit more physical instead of making videos for a living, because that kind of seems a little bit out of place for me. Or the other thing I would do is go to a friend's house and play Super Smash Bros. Melee. But in general, stereotypes don't remain true. They really don't. They never have with me. I do a little bit of everything, and if it interests me, I'm gonna try it, because I'm not closed-minded.
I can agree with that, actually.
I don't think anyone in Portland's really going to criticize you that much for playing video games. Portland is definitely not the type of city to criticize someone for doing things that are quote-unquote nerdy. In fact, it's going to be more difficult to find people into sports that aren't the Blazers in Portland than to find people that are into things like, say, comics or, go into an anime con or something like that. The city's weird. I love it.
I'm okay with that, actually.
Alright, so next question. This question is asked by the legendary Halo, which, hey, I see this guy commenting quite a bit. And He's always referencing something Halo related and talking about elites. So can't tell if elite or just really likes Halo. Anyway, question. What are your favorite... Oh, okay. What is your favorite Halo in the franchise? Halo 1. If we're talking about multiplayer, definitely Halo 1. If we're talking about single player, that's going to be a lot harder for me to answer. Just because all the Halo games are kind of hit and miss. I'd probably say early Halo 2, but there were so many bad levels in Halo 2 as well, so I don't know.
For me, it's got to be Halo 1. Just like the feelings it stirred in me, it's kind of got like this special place in my heart. Cause,
it's so much more simple. It really is. Like, you have a very, very clear... Not a clear... Well, you kind of have a clear bad guy, the Flood and the Covenant. You're trapped on a ring with the Covenant and the Flood. You need to destroy said huge enemy to, like, the whole universe and then get off the ring. That's really it.
Yeah, but
so
like,
you don't need a huge, complicated story. It just works really well.
Yeah, that was just like the first game that I played on the Xbox back then, and yeah, just held a special place in my heart. Played it with friends, enjoyed it a lot.
It only has a special place in my heart because I played it so much. Halo 1 PC, played so much multiplayer, which I don't know if you tried to play a few games with me, but then you were like, nope.
No, I knew full well that I would not fare well, and I never downloaded it.
I was the type to play, like, pistols, no shields, so that would give you an idea. And quickly going to answer the second half of this question, Arbiter or Master Chief? Instantly going with the Arbiter just because elites are awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Elites are hot.